Hey there, Stuart Buff Mandare, and today I want to talk about one major flaw that I think a lot of businesses make when clients come on board, and that is assuming that they know how to engage with your business. I'm going to share with you the tool that we use in the program for starting to solve some of that problem. Stay tuned for the advice manual. So within Leverage, the one thing I'm really keen to do is firstly give advisors and businesses tools that are kind of 80% done, templates they can grab, tweak, but they don't have to build from the ground up. And the second thing I'm really keen to do is give people things that we have road tested in our business. I reckon probably no more than 50% of what we roll out to advisors, we've actually road tested in our business, and whatever doesn't work, we sort of put it away and don't move forward with it. But one of the biggest issues that we noticed in our coaching program was the fact that we bring on board new clients. Some would really get a sense of what was available to them. They'd know about the webinars, they'd get clear about when the workshops are on, they would know how to use resources, and others, frankly, 6 months down the track would realize that, there's this whole thing they hadn't known about. We solved that problem by putting together what we call the Leverage Essentials Manual. We call it the handbook from the program. But more and more over the past year, I've been talking to advisors and asking them this really key question, which is, how do clients get to know how to use your business? Now, the reality is most clients don't come into financial planning understanding what's what. In actual fact, it's a bit of a mystery for many. Many businesses are really great at briefing people through the onboarding or engagement process, but what about when they've gone? What resources do they have available to remind them that there are events, online resources, reporting tools to use, as well as really put it into context, the investment they've made in advice. At the end of the day, we are talking about advice being a long-term investment with a long 20 to 30 year payback. And unfortunately, we live in an instant gratification society where people want things now. So if you as a business are not continually engaging with your clients and reminding them that they are at the very early stage of a long-term commitment that'll pay off, you run the risk they're going to sort of run off the rails. So one of the easy ways to do it is put together a document. It doesn't have to be long, which just gives clients some key information about, the basics, the things they need to engage with you in order to get the best of advice, how to get help when they need it, helping to own some of those avenues of communication. And finally, some of your best tips, strategies for making sure that they end up with a total return on their investment in your advice and their investment in themselves. Anyway, I wanted to share with that because it's definitely been one of the tools that I'm really happy to have developed, and it's a tool that I'm really happy to be working with people in the program to turn into a similar sort of advice manual. Would love to know, in your space, what do you do in order to bring clients on board? How do you make sure that the moment everything's implemented, their engagement doesn't stop and you really own the process of teaching them how to engage with financial advice? Alternatively, if this is not something you've looked at and you'd like to chat more about what your advice manual may look like, drop me an email at help@ourdairy.com.au and I'll share with you a little bit about how we got there and what's in it. Anyway, Stuart Buff from Our Dairy. Have a great week and I'll speak to you soon.